socialites. We're in Elwood at Lezzet Restaurant. Lezzet in Turkish, if you know, means flavour, taste and zest. It's all the essence of the food. It's called Lezzet. We're at Lezzet Restaurant to taste of great food, great service. We'll meet the head chef and owner Kemal, and we'll taste some lovely desserts and great meals. Come on in. Socialites, before we get into the conversation, Chef Kemal was nice enough to cook us a nice dish, nice food right now. Please, what are we having?
Well, we've got from the sea, from the land, and from the air, if chickens could fly. So you've got stuffed squid, you've got a midye dolma, like stuffing, rice, mushrooms, raisins, onion, chili, mussels. We stuffed that in the squid.
Just looks amazing.
Thank you.
The presentation is amazing.
It's on a bit of slow cooked tomatoes, very much like the menemen mix that we have for breakfast.
Yeah.
But it's been manipulated to suit dinner or lunch. You've got a nice coriander, chive, and red pepper salsa over the top with some paprika butter.
So it's like a sushi slash dolmades.
You could call it sushi.
Yeah,
the Turkish sushi.
The Turkish sushi.
Yeah. Well, we've got Japanese heritage, so
that's right.
Yeah, Japanese Mongol heritage. So I'm sure it makes sense somewhere along the line.
In the middle?
And then we've got barbecued chicken done on a walnut mousse. The walnut mousse is done with our Turkish bread that we make in-house.
Wow.
We've got the paprika butter again over the top. We've got a red pepper, coriander salsa with some walnut snow.
Again, the presentation is amazing.
Thank you.
And now one of the most interesting looking ones.
All right, we've got, call it a couple of pedi if you like.
Couple of pedi, yeah.
So you've got the lavash over the top, you've got a clay pot, the meat gets served in the warm clay pot in the oven. You've got a bandi, eggplant bandi, and then you've got the lavash over the top.
Wow.
So it's an 18-hour slow cooked lamb, made up of various parts, mainly the shoulder.
Yeah.
But we do use the other parts of the lamb in there.
All right, I can't wait to taste. Let's not talk
where do we
anymore.
start from? You want to start with from the ocean?
Let's start from the ocean, I suppose. Let's go. Here we go. Wow, it's nice and soft, juicy, the flavours are hitting. Oh my God, that's amazing. This is one of the most popular dishes. It must be.
Well, I believe you, because you're not a good actor.
Yeah.
And if it was bad, you'd make it very obvious.
Exactly. Next,
we've got the chicken. You've got to have it all three.
All three.
When we cook,
yeah,
there's different elements to the food, but we always recommend that you have all the elements in one.
Okay.
That's where the magic is. So you have the walnut mousse, the chicken, and the salsa.
And the salsa on top.
Yeah. So when you're eating it, try to have all three.
Let's try and have all three.
Whoop. Should get the nice smoky chicken.
Oh, the walnuts coming through.
Yeah.
That's just sensational. Smokiness of a chicken. And what's this made of? It's got a very nice texture to it.
So
that balances both the walnut and the chicken out.
Very similar to how you make tarama.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of using the roe, it usually comes in a pink or a white, as you know.
Yep.
We've excluded the roe and we've replaced it with walnut. Same recipe, same procedure, same everything.
If you love walnut, this is a dish for you. And now,
that one,
I'll let you do the honours on this one.
Let Barish do it. Let
Barish.
Yeah,
All right, let's go, Barish. I was going to ask you the same question actually. You both are pretty well fit.
You got to stay active. There's nothing worse than a fat chef.
It's 5 in the morning gym sessions with your best mates.
Yeah. You know they used to say, never trust a skinny chef.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never trust a fat chef.
Very nice. So that's a bechamel sauce.
Yeah, it's a bandi sauce. I'll call it a bandi sauce.
Bandi sauce.
But it is very much a bechamel.
Mm-hmm.
Milk base, cheese, eggplant, vegetable
it's so
stock.
soft, it melts in your mouth. So it's 18 hours cooked, you said.
Yeah.
And the bechamel sauce and the softness of the meat just comes through, and the lavash just adds another kick to it.
That's right. So
amazing.
Three elements. Usually, with our cooking, there's 3 elements. I always recommend try to have all 3.
Yeah. Well, amazing dishes. Now we know why Lezzet's been around for 22 years.
Thank you.
So let's taste the sweets. Let's start the conversation. Let's learn more about Chef Kemal, and let's continue.
Yeah.
Now, Kemal, I can't wait any longer, so I'm going to go straight to the point here. I am a dessert freak.
The sweet tooth.
I've got a massive sweet tooth and I love your desserts. Let's go through what's on here and explain a bit about it. It'll be great.
Okay, we'll start from the top. We've got our Dubai chocolate. So just to show a little bit of appreciation, we're in Dubai for a month. I don't know if you know,
yes,
but we did a Lezzet there, a pop-up, just at the Palm there, at the entry of the Palm. We were there for a month at the Marriott and the Western and the W. Just a little take on it. It's got pistachio mousse, kadayif cream and crumbled chocolate ganache. Then we've got our baklava, thanks to you guys, nice and crispy.
Supplied by Sahara. Which is
It's done with our ice cream and came up cream. Then we've got our trolice, which is our milk caramel pudding, finished off with some hazelnuts. You've got some pishmania, green and pink. We've got our Turkish tiramisu.
we've got Barışia, the operation, the man of steel,
The man behind Kemal.
the man behind Kemal. Barış has got an amazing memory. Years ago when I first came to Lezzet, I sat over there and we ate. So I don't really remember what I ate, but we ate something and then we came back 12 months later. And Barış remembered where I sat, what I ate, and even what I wore. It was amazing. Alright, let's taste this tiramisu. This is like a
Turkish version, Turkish inspired
with a kadayıfi.
pistachio mousse.
Wow,
Nice and crispy on the inside. So instead of the biscuit, we've used kadayif.
that's amazing. Now trilice or trilish?
Yeah, trilogy.
Trilogy.
Yes.
So this is actually a Balkan dessert, right? Am I right there or am I wrong? That's what people say, it comes from the Balkans.
Well, there's mixed opinions about it. But we've refined it, made it more contemporary. That's probably my favourite dessert.
Wow, the caramel.
Yeah.
Green
So
together.
we'll put a lot more emphasis
Is
on
that
the
like a
caramel.
sponge cake?
Yeah.
Car-
So it's a milk pudding.
This is great for the belly, people. All right, come on, maybe together, huh? Where is it? Like a, very romantic. Wow, again, creamy, chocolatey, and a very lucky person. If you haven't been to Lezzet, it's in Elwood. What's the address here again?
81 Brighton Road, Elwood.
81 Brighton Road, Elwood. Lezzet has been here for 22 years. If you haven't been here for the last 22 years, it's a shame on you. Come on down, try the great food. We'd love to see you here.
What cut is this and
Okay.
what you gonna do with this?
All right, so we've got the lamb rump. Now, the lamb rump is the nice tender side of the leg. We do use it for the shish. So we marinate it over 24 hours in a garlic and onion juice with some yogurt, Sahara yogurt to be exact. And then we marinate it after a day of sitting in the onion and the garlic juice. The rump works out perfect for the shish. It's nice and tender, nice and crispy on the outside. There's nice fat content on there as well. So what we do, we cut them into strips, and then you're basically preparing it into bite-sized pieces. So as you can see, there's a nice grain. So just bite-sized pieces, and then you're going to marinate that for a day.
So it's not very tender part of the lamb.
No, the rump is very tender.
Tender?
Yep, but the leg is generally quite tough. The rump is just a part in the leg. You just got to know where it is.
Is it the best part of the leg or?
It's the best part of the leg. We've decided to use it for our shish. A lot of restaurants don't use shish now because it's become quite expensive, and basically they're either opting for, your traditional Turkish restaurants, they're either opting to go to, your mince category, which is your köfte and your Adana. We still do it purely because we butcher our own lamb. We use the whole lamb, like I said before, and each part of that lamb has a different purpose. So we do have a few different products, a few different things on our menu. Got a nice fat content on there that gets nice and crispy. Okay, now we've got the best parts of the lamb, which is
Backstrap?
that's backstrap and tenderloin.
Backstrap and tenderloin.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, you have the backstrap, which is a continuation of the cutlets. So it's the same muscle that goes through, very tender, not to be cooked more than medium. Starts to get tough. Medium well is perfect, pretty much just denuding it. It's a very lean piece of meat, grill's perfect. And then you've got the primo of primo, which is the tenderloin, which is the top part of the backstrap. Very, very tender. We have a nice lentil dish that we do this with. Yeah, nice and clean. A little bit of fat on it is okay. Okay, we are now finished doing the cutting process. Butchered the entire lamb into various different bits. So we've got all the leg and the lamb belly that's been minced. We've got the bones, which are about to be roasted off with our capsicum paste, a mild capsicum paste. That gets cooked in the wood-fired oven, gets nice and burnt, and then we utilise all the flavours in the bones with the marrow and so on. Now we've got the shoulders here. The shoulders are going to be barbecued, peeled, so we get a nice smoky flavour in them before we start the slow cooking process. We've got the leg, which is going to be cooked for 40 hours. We've got the shanks, 12 to 16 hours depending on their size. We've got the ribs, also going to be barbecued, get some nice flavour into that fat. Shank, back legs, front legs, okay? Now the shanks, the back legs tend to take 16 to 18 hours. It's a lot bigger piece, okay? Now when you do that, it should wobble off, okay? So you want to get that nice texture in the meat, slow cook it, the longer the better. Now the smaller piece, the front piece, that doesn't take much time. Sometimes they can take up to 8 hours, depending on how much meat's on there, how much fat is on there. So it is 2 separate times on the shanks. As far as the ribs come like a nice plate. It's got a nice fat piece of fat on there. We caramelise the top and then we vacuum seal it. We slow cook this with honey, sumac, chili, olive oil, garlic. Very slow cooking. Again, about 12, maybe 13 hours. There's not much meat on them. So you want to make sure it's not too fatty either. People don't like it when there's too much fat on there. So what we do, we'll grill this side to get it nice and caramel so it's crispy. Doesn't feel like you're eating fat. It's a nice way to finish off the ribs. Now we're going to do the bones. So the bones, what we do, we put the capsicum paste through it, just nicely coated. Okay, and then all we're doing is just straight into the wood-fired oven for roasting. So we've got 4 trays, maybe 4 and a bit. The best part is very easy to eat. Nice and thin, very tender. Sea salt, eggplant, and cut, and straight over the top. Olive oil, sea salt. And beautiful lamb. So you've got this beautiful slow cooked lamb combined with the eggplant banda, the crispy lavash over the top. The idea is to take the lavash, take little bits, put the meat inside. Yum. A bit too good to share.